Hence the fact that I have backups. Hell, even my backups have backups. Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to today's video where I am going to chat about my 10 Holy Grail makeup products that I never talk about. These are the products that I grab for every day, that I have sometimes even multiple backups of because I don't want to run out, but I usually don't really talk about these products. So that's what we are going to do today. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 45 or 46 depending on when this video goes up, because I'm on the cusp of adding another year to my 35-year-old birthday. Yes. And if you want to be entertained, if you want to be inspired, if you want to learn what works best for our, I don't know, skin, age, or something like that, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe now, become part of my nestlings, because if you become part of my nestlings, you will get to bask in the gloriousness that is me. Yes. Never mind, let's just get into the video. I will link the products that I mentioned today down below in the description box. Let's kind of start with what I have on my eyes. This is the Whistler Snow Lodge. I am currently doing a 5 looks video with this. That's what I'm filming. Here's the color story. And I'm also planning an eye swatching video. So, and on my lips is an Unearthly Cosmetics satin liquid lipstick in the shade Ava. Yes, let's get into it. With everything out of the way, because yeah, I don't know if I have room to list everything. Oh yes, and these I made myself. They are one of a kind, unique like me. There are just some things that I talk about a lot. For instance, my favorite falsies, my favorite lippies, favorite foundations, that kind of thing. That's not in today's video though. These are truly products that I love a lot, that I have either I either use these every day or I have multiple backups. And I will give you a reason why. Let's start with tools, because I can. Let's start with makeup sponges. Now, I have tried a heap load of different makeup sponges. I even tried the original makeup sponge, what's it called again?
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Beauty blender, that was the word. I don't think it's worth the money. I don't think it's worth 20 euro. Because the sponges that I'm going to mention right now, they are cheap as chips. And I have a full backup. It's the Postal sponges from AOA Studio. It's the pink ones. Those are the ones that I like. So I have here one that's clean. I have 2 in use. I constantly have 2 in use. So basically they go also in the washing machine once every week to kind of deep clean them. And in between I just wash them. But I also like to use these dry. So this one for instance is dry but not completely dry yet. This is already dry again. But I also like to use them dry because they are just amazing sponges. These are mine. These are the ones that I love with a passion, and I will link down below where you can find them. The next tool I'm going to mention is for falsies. Now, I don't know what kind of witchcraft some people are into with just using the falsies. I tried using my fingers. I also tried different tools. So for instance, you can try something like this. I tried on occasion. You can also use just the regular tweezers, which I have. I actually started with regular tweezers, but the ones that I have, I messed up and then I needed another tool and then I found this one. Where did I get it? I have no idea. You can get them everywhere, but it's the shape. So this is the one. This is the one that it looks like legs, right? That's the one I use. So basically I grab my falsie with this. I can plop it on. I pinch with these, and sometimes I pinch because I just want the outer, can you see what I'm doing, the outer part, so I just use it kind of flipped. But yeah, I also tried the ones with the tips, you know, the pointy ones. Those kind of freak me out. So this, I can just go everywhere. I know people love this one. For me, it's definitely this one, and I use it every time I put on falsies, which is basically every time I sit down to do my makeup. Even if I'm not filming. Yeah. The last tool that I'm going to mention is a recent find for me. But this, it is a lifesaver. Honestly, it is a brush. It's a brush from Colourpop. It is their brow brush. And I have talked about this one before in the haul video where I hauled it and in Best of Beauty of the same month. But it's in my Holy Grails. Why is it in my Holy Grails? Because of the shape of this and the way that my brows are. My brows are pretty rambunctious, but I don't have a lot of hairs. My brows are actually quite sparse. So if I use a spoolie The spoolie is almost too flimsy. I need something that's stiff and hard. That's what she said. This, because the hairs are very, very short, it reminds me of a pipe cleaner, you know, but this it's just perfect. And I can use it with a brow soap, a flat brow soap. I can use it with my brow jams because I can fit it in the hole. Spoolies are just too flimsy for me. And if they are too flimsy for you, maybe this is something for you. I will link down below where you can find it. Honestly, when I make another Colourpop order, which is not right now, but I am going to make one in the future, I know that already, I will throw in a few of these because I need backups of these. That's how much I love them. And I always wreck my spoolies, but this, hands down, the best brow brush I have ever used. Yes. Let's next go then to kind of makeup. Shall we then go to brows, because we were kind of in brows. Let's go to brows. So there are two brow products that I have here. These are brow products, basically the holding stuff. So what I mentioned, the brow soap or the brow jams, I rotate them. I don't really have one. I have one that I prefer, but if I don't have that anymore, I have an equivalent. I'm not very, very afraid that I run out. That's basically the gist of it. The rest of the products I have backups of. Yeah. Let's start with the brow pencil. I'm going to mention one brow pencil, and that's the only brow pencil I use when my hair is silver. It's the one, and I have tried a bunch, but it's the one that I have found that is gray enough, that stays for a long time. It's cheap as chips, and honestly, I think I currently have 6 backups. Fortunately for me, they sell them at Beauty Bay, so I will link them down below. They are from MUA. They are the Slimmatic brow pencil, and it's the gray one. And then the back has the comb, which is also very... It used to be kind of my favorite until the one from Colourpop. And also this one, I don't think this is as good as the one from Colourpop. But if you cannot get the one from Colourpop, this is kind of the same idea for me at least. But yeah, this grey one, it's what I have in my brows today. Sometimes I add a little bit of the next product that I will mention. But if my hair is silver, this is the only pencil that I want, hence the fact that I have backups. Hell, even my backups have backups. The next product I'm going to mention, sadly this color that I'm going to mention is not available in Europe. And I don't understand why, but it is not. It is from NYX. It's their Lift and Snatch, what's it called? Brow Tint Pen. You need to shake it up. I have the gray black, so here it is. So I have tried a bunch of these from different brands, and this one has a nice thin point. You can be very precise with it. I really, really like it. Now that my hair is gray, I don't use it as much because I have enough on the pencil. Sometimes I do if I want to darken it up a little bit extra, but this is the only brow pen that I use when my hair is my own color. Because I am a light warm olive, if there is a hint of red in a brow product, which there usually is, even in the ashy colors, it emphasizes it so much. So that means that I either need one that's truly cool without any red preferably, or that I need to put my foundation into my brows, which depending on the brow product I use, I'm not really a fan of. So yeah, so this, and then specifically in combination with the brow powder and all that jazz. Yeah, this is what I use when my hair is my own color. The funny thing is though that if I use it in my brows now that my hair is silver, I feel like it makes them a little bit too brown. Maybe that's me, I don't know, but that's how I feel. But I love this. I wish that they just had this color in Europe as well. I don't know why they don't. I think it's weird. Yeah, if you know in Europe an equivalent in the same color, you know, again, gray or gray black, let me know. Because so far I haven't found any. The next product I'm going to mention is a color corrector. I first learned about this product being this good from Stephanie Marie, and I will link her channel down below. She's also in her 40s, and yeah, she has dark circles, and I never really needed them before. But lately I do. And it's from Makeup Revolution. It is their peach color corrector. Conceal and correct in peach. And actually, I don't know if you can see, but mine is almost done. So I need to have another one soon. And that is saying something, because you only need a tiny amount of this, and for me to have almost finished this up, it's saying a lot. A lot. I really like it. I like the fact that it is a little bit thicker, that it sets on itself a little bit better, and I just use it honestly here. This is one that I use almost every day, and I have used up almost. So it's very rare for me to pan a makeup product. Let's just say that. The next product that I'm going to mention is color correctors for in foundations. Now, when I found out that I was a light warm olive, I was like, oh dear, and now what? It did make a lot of sense, because I know now why I kind of always looked a little bit pink on camera. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, a color corrector. And I have one that I use regularly, because I prefer to, if I cannot find an olive shade that is light enough for me, I go to basically my skin tone, and then I pick a warm, so I can chuck in this particular color corrector. And it is from AOA Studios, and it's a blue color corrector. Now I also have green ones, but I don't know, right now I just prefer a blue. If I have a neutral foundation, I mix in a green color corrector. If I have a warm foundation, I mix in a blue color corrector. And I can also use this because sometimes if I have a warm olive foundation that's too warm for me, I can kind of tone it down a little bit with this one. So this is the one that I use the most. It's, AOA Studios, the blue. This is the one I use, but there are more brands who have a blue color corrector. But a blue or a green color corrector, hell, even a yellow color corrector, it's just such a lifesaver for me. And if you are not a neutral or a cool or a warm, you know, right? If you know, you know. Okay, next I am going to go to, I have a backup of this. I have mentioned this product a few times, and it is usually linked in my description box as well, but I don't really talk about this. And it's a lip plumper. This is what I use a lot of the time when I sit down to film and I have my foundation and my base and such on. I want something that's nourishing for my lips. I grab this because it does double function. It nourishes and it plumps. Very, very much so. And it's from Nabla. It's the Lip Viper. And can we just appreciate the packaging? It's a metal tube. It's very, very sturdy. It's with a twist top, and I usually just twist it a few times and then I do it on my pinky and then I tap it on my lips. This stuff really, really works. If you are a novice with lip plumpers, this may be a little bit too hefty, because I don't want to say it hurt a lot, but it was a little bit tender the first time that I used it. But it works very, very well. It doesn't dry out my lips, and I have a backup. Another product I'm going to pan. So yeah. Then I'm going to go to eyeliner. And for eyeliner I have had, I always have a waterproof one. I need a waterproof one, I need one. And I used to use the Epic Ink Liner from NYX, or the one, the equivalent from Catrice, but they bleed very, very much so. So I have found a replacement, and this is one that I have already repurchased. I'm not even out of the one that I'm using, but I am getting close. That's also saying something. The backup is already waiting. It's from Catrice. It's their 24-hour brush liner. This is with coconut water. It's the waterproof one, but it's a dip liner. One dip, it's all you need. That's what she said. This is what I use, every day, because if I sit down to do my makeup, I usually do falsies, and if I do falsies, I need eyeliner. So this is the one I use, and this is how many mils? 3. But it's already, I'm getting low, and as I said, I already got a backup, because this is, I'm very, with mascaras, with eyeliners, if I find one that I like, that I truly, truly like, I'm kinda done. I don't need to try out a heap load. This one doesn't bleed, it dries down matte, it's waterproof, and it has a brush tip. And it's cheap as chips. So if you see that one, definitely want to try out. The last thing I'm going to mention is a mascara. Now I am very loyal to this mascara. The first time I tried this mascara, I think it's 2 years ago, and I have tried others in between. But this one, it's the one that I have always. Fortunately for me, they sell it at my local drugstore, so if I ran out, I can just run out and get a new one. So I don't have a backup of this one currently. But for me to use this particular mascara for 2 years straight, that's saying something. It's this one. The Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes. This is a tube mascara. It's smudge proof, yes. It's waterproof, yes. I live at the Dutch coast. I need something that's waterproof. Just saying. But the best part of this is it doesn't eat up my falsies. If you try these, it is best after a few days. That's kind of weird, but it's a pretty wet formula when you just get it. And then when you kind of use it a little bit more, about after a week, that's then the perfect one. You will know when it's kind of done close enough because it will get a lot thicker. But yeah, and I also think that the wand is nice. So this is the wand. I don't need fancy twisties. I like it when they're curved. Yeah, like that. But this, yeah, and it's just like that. I can use it on its own. And yes, I usually do mascara after falsies, but only with this one because it doesn't make my falsies yucky because it's a tube mascara. Does that make any sense? So yeah, that was it for today. So I have more products that I really, really love, but those are the ones that I talk more about. So for instance, you know, the Pink Honey Brow Glue. I have mentioned that product a lot. The favorite falsies that I have, favorite lippies, eye pencils that I really love. So those are the things that I talk about a lot, and you can also see me because when I'm doing a makeup look, I always mention the falsies that I have on, I mention the lippy that I have on, and I mention the eye pencil that I have. There's also a lot of makeup always listed in my description box, but these are the products that I don't ever talk about. So yeah, let me know some of your basically secret holy grails, maybe we can call it that, the ones that you never talk about. Let me know down below. Let me know if you have any of these. Do you agree? Do you have a different opinion? Let me know down below. And then this is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, or get a color corrector, you know. And I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.